Hi, it's like 10 o'clock here. I just have accumulated a lot of shit. Like that's the best way to put it. I've just accumulated a lot of things that I'm not using, a lot of things that like no longer fit who I am. Honestly, it's at the point that like when I look at planning and all my planning stuff, I get overwhelmed and I'm like don't want to plan because of it. So we are going to remedy. I think that's the word. That's what we're gonna remedy tonight. And also I want to be a lot more like socially conscious of like what I'm consuming and like what I'm buying, but like that's not as fun. Okay, so but that's also there. This is the before. Yikes. That's the part that we gotta go through. Gorilla Glue, what you doing there? Okay, so the way that my brain works is that before we can fix everything, we have to get very chaotic. So I need to take everything that's in here out. I need to literally take it out and throw it all over my floor. Okay, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, this is significantly more than I thought there was. And honestly, y'all, I'm literally so overwhelmed, I don't even know where to start. So many things were like hiding in boxes or hiding behind things. Definitely like the out of sight, out of mind. I'm having a lot of really like weird feelings, I think. I am. I'm like going through these active emotions with you right now. A lot of this stuff was actually gifted to me in PR packages or for collaborations or for different things of that nature. There also is a lot of stuff that I bought myself because it's customized, and there's just like things that I know that I wanted or that I started out with. I think partly living in New York City, partly finding my planning style, partly kind of figuring out where I fit into this community, into this space, is just again wanting to be super intentional with the things that I'm buying, super intentional in like the consumerism behind it, and just more in tune with all of that. I won't even lie, the first year of my channel, I really relied on getting new releases or getting new products to build my audience. And I'm just like not really realizing how much stuff came along with that. There's a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff that can go to people who really would want it or would love it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, number one, go wild is happening this year. I'm going to go wild and I want to go ahead and make my tablemate gifts. So I'm going to use like stuff that I haven't used to go ahead and make tablemate gifts. So that's number one, is I'm going to make tablemate gifts. Number two is I'm going to make a couple, like maybe 3 or 4, I don't know, giveaway boxes to give away some of the products, the ones that haven't been used or the ones that haven't been touched. And then I'm gonna also make a box for donating items. I have some clear boxes here, and I think my goal is to get this down where everything can fit into a clear box. Like that's only the amount of stuff that I want. I wanna make piles, like accessories, pens, stickers, you know, like there's just, these are funny because I went through an era where I collected like cards, like greeting cards to send people. Like I have a Mother's Day card. Rose all the way, that's actually kind of cute. Okay, let's make piles. Okay, so the first thing that we know we're keeping is this bag. It says Hello Beautiful on it, and then in the inside is actually a whole bunch of stuff. So obviously I got married this year. I did get some PR for
like getting married, but I also know that I'm in a season of life where like a lot of my friends are about to get engaged, whether they know it or I just know it, or they're talking about getting engaged and getting married. So I do actually have a bag full of little things like this is a ring holder, napkins that say for joyous tears. I have a baseball hat that says bride. So it's just like a big bag full of stuff that either I used or I was given that I think will be really fun little engagement present gifts, bridal shower gifts, things like that. So this is number one of what's going up here. Thing number two that's going up. Now, I am not saying that I'm a minimalist. Yes, I'm trying to destash, declutter, organize, and be conscious of what I'm using. I'd like to say that like I don't know if maximalist is the right word, but maybe maximalist, but I just want to be more conscious of what I have, know what I have, and like understand it, which explains my mindset for this. So this is the Erin Condren Star Wars collection. We are big Star Wars fans in this house. I did get to review this collection, and John Michael loves Star Wars. We love Star Wars. So this is a limited edition box, so I wanted to go ahead and keep the box. And then there are a couple items in here. I am not actively using them, but I just feel like they will be good collector items. I have one of the planners here. I decided to go ahead and keep a couple of the interchangeable covers. I have a notepad that says choose your destiny, and then I have a Darth Vader notebook and a pencil pouch. So this had more in it. I did definitely destash a bunch of it, which are over in my piles. But again, I wanted to keep things, again, collector's items, things we like. So this item number two that's going up top. Our next two items. I was in a sorority back in the day, AOT baby, and on initiation we got this box and everyone filled it with letters for us. So I actually have turned this into a memory box, and it just has letters and memories from all throughout when I was in college. Like my brother graduated from the fire academy when I was in college, so like I have the pamphlet from the day he went. I listed out like my freshman year, like my dream job, and which was corporate event planning. I want to plan a gala and have it be philanthropic based. This is why we love John Michael. I mean, we love John Michael for a lot of reasons. But when we did long distance for so long, so we had a journal. This is the first time I really started getting into journaling. We had like a picture of us at the beginning of it, but we wrote letters to each other while we were away. So like this was February, and then every time we'd see each other, we'd switch the journal. So it would be filled with pages upon pages of, so like I started it and then John Michael took it over, and then it was just all of these pages are John Michael writing, and then I got it back. And then this is me, and I would add photos to it. And this is how, like, we knew this, like, I was a planner girl through and through always. So that's box number 3. And then box number 4, because I am a memories person, through and through is also the same thing, but I kind of started doing this when John Michael and I first moved in together. So I'm gonna keep this because it still has a lot of room in it, so I can still add things to it. Man, we love musicals. There's a lot of musicals in here. One of the first collaborations I ever got with Erin Condren was a Valentine's Day collaboration, and I did like a memory keeping spread thing for John Michael, and it's all of these pictures and fun things that we did. Number 2, this is a relic. Wow, why did I say that? It's really not a relic. My first goal in 2020 was to journal and like do journaling and photos, right? Which is, I mean, I do that now religiously. This was the journal that I did it on, okay? Like this was 2020 at its core. It's so interesting to see, like we were literally, I mean, we lived through this. This was only 2 years ago, but we were living life. Life was great. We loved it. We were having so much fun. And then this is the first week of COVID. I printed out the first article that I saw of COVID, and it says they limit gatherings to 10 people, and it was things like remembering to breathe, which is so good, but like we were still gathering with people, and we were like, oh, we have to hunker down, we have to have a movie night. It was like work from home. Did predictions each week. That's what I'm getting to here. I'm just excited. It said COVID week 2 thoughts. These were predictions. John Michael's predictions was that it was tops gonna get to 50,000 cases, that we were living in Boston at the time, that it was like gonna be shelter in place. Okay, John Michael is a pessimist because he said, I think there'll be 1 million deaths, awful, and 15% unemployment. And I said that was insanity. The South will start to lock down. I was like, my hope is that people are more serious. I mean, we did this every single week, like in the thick of it. Okay, and the last thing that is going up is, these are actually all of my Christmas gifts. I like to do my Christmas shopping before Black Friday. Typically gift experiences over things, but there always are a couple things that we get. And John Michael and I have been doing a lot of traveling. Recently we went to Mexico City for some work, and then in upstate New York. Anyway, we've just kind of been all over, and I have some other like wedding stuff that I didn't gift. That being said, I really like to get gifts like when we travel places. So for example, when we were in Mexico, I got some beautiful handmade things for the kitchen. And then like when we were in upstate New York, I'm like balancing on a wall right now. I got some candles and things like that from local places. So anyway, that's how I like to give gifts. So we're gonna put that up top as well. I think planner wise, I wanna go ahead and start with my Go Wild gifts. I'm gonna put them in these things, which are just really large ceramic bags. When I talk about gifts, I'm talking about stablemate gifts. On the second day of Go Wild, you give little gifts to people. You don't have to do this. It is not required. I am going to do it because I think it's fun. I love gift giving, and obviously, as we see, I have a lot of stuff. Now, last year I did something similar where I shot my stash and I gave some of my favorite planner, like items, supplies, etc. I'm gonna do that again this year. I try to keep them as similar and as consistent as possible. That's what we're gonna build now. And you have to make 10. So that's what, just FYI, I have to make 10 of these. Here is what we have so far for Go Wild stuff. I am just gonna leave these here because we still have all of this. I'm gonna make some stuff for giveaway bags, and I also just like wanna see how much I have of everything. So I'm gonna kind of do Go Wild and giveaway. Hair is up. We have some hot tea, which this is a mug from where we had our mini moon, which I just posted a video about my journal for my mini moon. This is where we're at. I don't know if you can tell. It's not as much as before, but it's still too much of like what I personally want. This is like such a very conflicting feeling that I'm having, so let's talk about it. I think the biggest thing for me, and I feel like again, this is probably a decision that like the planner world has been having for a long time, is just that in terms of like content creator, influencer, whatever you want to call it, there has always felt that there was this one path, and the path to be able to go ahead and do that was to review new products. And I think, listen, it totally makes sense, because if you're getting new stuff and you're reviewing new things, you're opening your audience to more people, you're opening your audience to new perspectives. And I'm not saying that I'm not gonna stop reviewing things, because that is not true. However, I will call myself out here, and like essentially if any company or brand reached out to me and were like, hey, we love your profile, we'd love to send you stuff, I would just say yes. Because the idea of getting free product is, I always say it, the like coolest thing ever, that people are like, we want your thoughts, we want your reviews on this. So I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop reviewing products, especially products that I think more align with my audience and more align with the type of planning that I do. And like, listen, one of my new favorite brands that I'm absolutely loving, Faber-Castell, I got a PR package of theirs and I loved it so much. I reviewed it, and then like we actually ended up working on a collaboration together. So like there is good that comes from this. There is good, like I recognize it. This is just too much stuff for one person to have. I think as I'm just like in this new season of life, I'm just like really realizing that, and it's really hitting me. So anyway, all that to say, I'm happy that these planner products are gonna go to people who love them, who will use them. I promise y'all, it is getting better. We gotta break down the stickers. We gotta break down the stickers. We gotta break down the stickers. This hurts my heart. So I did pull all the stickers down except for my Chrissy Ann designs. Okay, so you've watched me declutter literally everything I own planner related. What am I gonna keep? First are old planners. If a planner is something that I did a lot of memory keeping in or just like holds sentimental value for me, example, this is my 2020 planner. Obviously we know the year that 2020 was. Then I go ahead and keep it. If not, I keep a planner for a year. If I reference it in like a daily planner, I go ahead and I keep it for a year to see if I reference it. And then if after that year, I put it away? No, I toss it away. The next things that I'm gonna keep are actually these two notebooks. These are notebooks that I have used to completion. They've actually been my 2 years of Plan with Laur. So this was first year of Plan with Laur, but I got this teacher cover that says Plan Today for Better Tomorrow. And then the second one says you matter in the space as you are. But this is where all my ideas go, where I'm jotting things down. Next thing I'm keeping is my half letter disc system I have for the first half of the year or up until my wedding. So I got married in August. I've used this as a memory keeper, and this is a cloth and paper cover that I just cannot part with. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember this Etsy seller, but I got this Etsy seller. This is like a petite planner cover, but it holds like a bunch of them. 6 petite planners in here. One is from when I worked my corporate job. One is a budget one is a meal one is just like goals and notes and anything. So anyway, this is one that I've used, long story short, and I really like the cover, so we're gonna keep that as well. And then the last thing in this basket is this magazine, which I keep with all my planner supplies, but it is the Time Year in Review, like special edition magazine. Again, 2020 was an insane year, so I wanted something like it. There's no way I could write like a blog post on it, so I keep this because it's just like a year in the review. Okay, 2 other planners that I'm keeping. Actually, one is only a planner, but it is my Moxie Life. I used it for half of 2020, half of 2021. She's thick. I did the One Little Word project back in 2021, which is Allie Edwards' One Little Word. I'm gonna do December daily this year. I did the full completed like binder of it. So these are all of the stickers that we are keeping. It is still too many stickers, okay? I know this. I know this. It's still too many stickers. I was trying to consolidate. I consolidated a lot. And this is what I feel with, and I am not going to buy any more stickers. I still love stickers. I think the thing for me is just I'm just realizing that there are just like, I'm not a 100% sticker person. And sometimes I love stickers, but like it's probably like 1 week a month I actually have time to like sit down and sticker everything. That's just very different than how I used to plan. So these are the stickers that we have decided to go ahead and keep. The first ones are the 2 Chrissy Ann Design Celebrations collections. I am just keeping these because I love Chrissy Ann Designs. You'll see that in the stickers that I decided to choose. But then also these collections are just very special. So I could have honestly like combined this into one, but I wanted to keep them separate, and yeah, so these don't really count. I know they do, but like they don't. I took, I think it was 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 Chrissy Ann Design binders, and we combined them into this one. Now, I know that I am going to buy whatever the Go Wild 2023 stickers and binder is. I wanted to consolidate everything into this one. So this one does have a lot of stickers here that I went ahead and tagged. Then I had 3 planner cape binders that I've consolidated into 1 planner cape binder. And truly, it's not just planner cape. There are actually a lot of stickers in here from other shops. I don't know, there's something about planner cape. But anyway, 1 binder of planner cape. And then the last sticker organization, almost last. Really like these like monthly Erin Condren stickers when I do sticker. So I think my goal moving forward is to do at least sticker the months when I sit down to plan. So I have one of these that just has all of these monthly stickers in it. So I decided to go ahead and keep this. My other one, which I'm calling like a half one, it's like same, but it's different. But I found that, like, this was like what I was talking about, like when I like found things in my collection. But it's a little mini binder, but it has all of these stickers from just different shops. And for me, this was a good reminder that, you know, obviously I love Chrissy Design. She's my favorite stickers. I really enjoy Planner Kate as well. But like, these are so, like, how freaking adorable. If I wasn't using stickers, now I am. So I want to buy more from the sticker party because it's so cute. But see, I want to get to the point that like I'm excited to use the stickers, and truly, I want to know what stickers I have. I mean, like I said, we've narrowed this down to like 3 main sticker binders: Planner Kate, Erin Condren, and Chrissy Designs, and this. And I have definitely more of an idea. I still don't definitely know all of them. But before that, I had almost 2 full cubes behind me filled. And there's no way that I knew what all my stickers were. The next thing that we have are lots, and I mean lots, of interchangeable covers for Erin Condren. I debated like destashing some of these and moving and like figuring that out, but here's kind of my reasoning and my rationale, and we're just gonna keep these 2, and I have one that's A5 as well. Like I said, I definitely am not gonna stop reviewing products because it is something that I enjoy doing. I do wanna be more intentional about it, and I do wanna also, if I'm gonna review something, either it's because I've recommended it before, or I know that like my community would really love to see my thoughts and my perspectives on it, or it's something that I want to use. That being said, sometimes I review something, especially like, for example, like a big calendar year launch. I usually get a couple different planners, which I'm super thankful for, but I don't use all of the planners. So another element of me receiving PR moving forward that I want to be intentional about is that if I'm not going to automatically use it, to go ahead and gift it or give it away pretty soon afterwards, so that it is being used and loved in like the capacity that it's supposed to. So that is part of the reason why I'm keeping all of my interchangeable covers. A couple of them definitely are personalized, like this one I think has my name. However, a lot of the covers that I have as well don't have my name on it. So if I do get a cover that's personalized with my name, I can go ahead and change it out and gift it, so like someone's not getting a planner like with my name on it. Okay, the next thing that I'm keeping are personalized things. And so this is kind of a hodgepodge. So I have this acrylic tray thing, notepads. This is pretty much just like notepads. I do not need any more notebooks, so these are coiled notebooks, all that have some sort of personalization. And then I also have this composition book that Wild University sent out that I've done a couple of Wild University classes in. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. I do have 3 petite folios. I don't need 3. They have like my initial. The next thing that we are keeping is stationery. This is one of my favorites that Erin Condren has, the monogram stationery. I do have a lot, I won't lie, but I write a lot of letters. The next thing that I have are these 2 baskets. So this first basket has supplies that I use that are just kind of refills of things. So my favorite pen, which is the Stars to Dry. My second favorite pen, G2 Pilot, Whiteout. I put things in this basket that are things that either I want to try or I think I'll like. For example, is these white pens or these ballpoint pens. And if I use them, then great. And if I don't use them in a couple months, then they're gifted, but this is kind of how I decide to hold them. Then the next thing on here are my stack of favorites. These are things that are my absolute favorites. I kind of think of them as like collectibles, and I have all intentions of using them. The first thing that we have, this is actually a Happy Planner. It's one of the only things from Happy Planner I own, and it's a Harry Potter. I think it's an undated. I don't know, I even got the metal coils for it, but my dog's name is Minnie. Minnie Mouse has, like, we love Minnie Mouse. So I have this Archer and Olive notebook. Look how gorgeous this is. This was a collaboration and it was done by a Black artist. We love that. My favorite collabs they've ever done is actually Wonder Woman. I used this planning pack for over a year. This is the original design. Or not the original, but the old design of the planning pack. And so I have 2 more of the notebooks left. I actually bought a lot more of this stuff from Wonder Woman, but I've actually like used it. So I have 2 softbound notebooks and 1 planning pack. And then my current favorite Erin Condren, but this is like my favorite since Wonder Woman, is all things Etta V. I have sticky notes, I have bookmarks, I have a planny pack, and we have a notebook that's still in the thing. The next thing that we're keeping is actually the card collection. So I went through and I kind of destashed things that I just wouldn't use, but we're also gonna put this front and center. Like I said, I write a lot of handwritten cards. I love sending a good birthday card, things like that. So these will get used. We're just gonna put them front and center because they were tucked away. Next in the list that we are keeping, these are my blanks. So these are items that are new. They haven't been touched, they haven't been used. They're gonna be my reserve. I just have a lot of notebooks, essentially. I'm not gonna open all of these because they're placed nicely like they need to go in my bookcase. But these are all blank items that I can gift to people, or like if I need, I mean, not that I need any paper, but gifts, they're easy, whatever. Okay, the next two things that we're gonna go ahead and keep, these are two planners from Erin Condren. Honestly, I just think that these would be really great for content, to be able to use to explain different concepts, or to be able to use in different challenges or things that I go ahead and set up. So we're gonna keep these two. So we went ahead and we put a lot of things away. Let's go ahead and check on the floor situation. Y'all, look at this. Look at this, look at this. This is pretty much just cleaning out some stuff, and then let's go ahead. We're gonna start to pack our Go Wild stablemate gifts. Okay, so one thing that I did last year and that I'm doing again this year is I actually have a Go Wild box, and so this is definitely something that I'm keeping. But in it, I put any Go Wild type stuff that I have leading up to the conference, merch, stickers. These were sent by the Wild team. I go ahead and I keep in here, and like I also have like purple washi and just things like that. And then these are what I decided for my Go Wild stablemate gifts. Every person got either a planner pad or a petite notebook. I have 5 and 5. And then we did sticky notes, which y'all know my sticky note addict. Like I said, Faber-Castell is a brand that I'm loving right now. So I did these, I did 2 pens, and then I did some sort of like planner accessories. So this one is washi, this one is like an asterisk page holder, this is a magnetic bookmark, so that little part different. Stablemate gifts are done. I think they look so good, but I'm gonna leave them open. I'm not gonna close them till we get closer to Wild. I will probably add little like things that I love, like face mask or eye mask, or you know, I just always like, or like breath mints. Like, I don't know, at a conference I always love a mint. We're gonna put those in the Wild bag, but guys, look, that is a clean floor. All right, y'all, so we have a clean floor. These are the giveaway boxes. This is trash that I need to take out, and let's go do one final look at the closet. This is what we have as the final look for the planner closet. So we had this before, and then we have this after. A couple things that I showed a little bit of, but like I reduced the washi, I reduced my pens and things like that. I also went ahead and added this bottom corner. I put my Go Wild box there. I actually have 2 gifts for friends here. And then this is where I ended up putting a couple extra things that I found as I was just going through the boxes and cleaning up. It is still way more planner supplies than I feel like anybody needs, but I can see everything. There's nothing hidden in the backs of these. I see all of the products that I have that are here. We're on a journey to be more simple, more intentional. My ultimate goal here was to go ahead and get the planner supplies to where they could fit into one storage box. I think that I did that. Still a lot of planner supplies, still more than I actually need, but I'm feeling really good about this. A lot of stuff is getting donated. This is making me feel so much better heading into this more intentional buying and being more intentional with PR packages that I receive and products that I review. It would not be fair for y'all to have to go ahead and watch me pack a giveaway box and not give you guys the same opportunity. So if you have made it this far in the video, I want you to go ahead and drop a comment about how how you try and be intentional with your purchasing habits. So I will go ahead and leave the giveaway up for a week, and then we will contact you and we'll get you guys one of these boxes full of amazing planner supplies that need a home and that need to be loved. So thank you guys for hanging out with me here today. As always, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Laur, and I will see you guys here in my next video.